All this AI jargon, it can feel like a total maze, right? Especially if you're in a creative business. So today, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're going to translate 10 of these key AI terms into actual, practical tools that an interior design studio can start using. Let's get into it.
I mean, with all these acronyms and techie terms flying around, it's easy to get lost. But here's the thing. The real goal isn't just for us to understand the tech. The big question is, can we make this technology understand us? Can we teach it to think like a designer, to get our vision, to smooth out our workflows, and to actually help us be more creative? Okay, so to make this super practical and not just a bunch of abstract ideas, we're going to frame everything around a single case study, a real interior design studio. This is going to help us see exactly how these big concepts actually play out in the real world, saving time, making clients happier, and, designing better spaces.
We're going to break this down into 3 simple levels: crawl, walk, and run. First up is level 1, the crawl stage. These are the quick wins, the tools you can start using today and see an impact almost immediately. And you definitely don't need a team of developers to get them going.
First on our list is prompt engineering. And please don't let the name scare you. Honestly, it's just the art of learning how to ask the AI for what you really want. Think of it just like a creative brief for a project. The more detailed and clear the brief, the better the final result. This is the skill that turns a generic, kind of okay AI response into something that's polished and totally client-ready.
So, when do you actually use this? Well, anytime you need the AI to wear a different hat, to act like a project manager or a copywriter or an assistant. For instance, you could feed it the messy transcript from a client kickoff call and just ask it to turn that into a full project scope, a detailed timeline, and even an outline for your presentation. I mean, think about that. That's hours of work done in minutes.
All right, next up, AI content generation. We all know marketing is a beast, right? It's so important for getting new clients, but it just takes forever. This capability is basically like having a marketing assistant on speed dial, ready to pump out amazing content without the overhead of a huge team.
The magic word here is repurposing. So you pour your heart and soul into documenting one gorgeous project. Instead of that story just sitting there as a single blog post, an AI can instantly chop it up and turn it into a script for a reel, 5 different captions for social media, and a carousel outline for Instagram. You're getting so much more value out of the work you've already done.
Okay, this next one is a huge heads up for what's coming down the pike, AOO, or AI Engine Optimization. You might also hear it called GEO. You know how we all had to learn about SEO to show up on Google? Well, this is the exact same idea, but for AI. As more and more people start asking AI for recommendations, you absolutely have to make sure your studio is one of the answers.
And here's why it's so critical. Imagine a potential client literally asks their phone, "Hey AI, who is the best interior designer for modern coastal homes in my city?" For the AI to pick you, your online footprint needs to be dialed in so it can clearly see your niche, your process, and your amazing results. It's all about feeding the machine the right info so it sends the right clients your way.
Okay, so that was crawl, the easy stuff you can start today. Now let's level up to the walk phase. This is where we stop just using individual tools and we start connecting them, making them work together to create really smart automated systems. And this is where combining just a few of the right tools makes a massive difference.
And the absolute heart of this walk phase is workflow automation. This is all about getting your different software apps, your email, your project manager, your calendar, to talk to each other. It's about automating all those repetitive, soul-crushing admin tasks so you can get back to the creative stuff you actually love.
Let's make this super real. So, a new potential client fills out the contact form on your website. Boom! Instantly, a chain reaction kicks off. A new client folder gets created in your drive, a personalized welcome email is sent out, a project checklist gets started in your management tool, and initial tasks are assigned to your team. All of that happens without you lifting a finger.
Now here's a term you're going to hear a lot more about, RAG. It stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. But in simple terms, it means you're giving the AI a key to your studio's private library. So when you ask it a question, it's not just guessing based on the entire internet, it's looking only at your specific company documents, your processes, your past projects.
This is absolutely essential for things where you need to be 100% accurate. For instance, a new junior designer could ask, "What's our standard policy for client revisions and what do we send them after the big concept presentation?" The AI, powered by RAG, would pull the answer directly from your official company handbook. You get the right answer every single time. No more guessing.
Which brings us to AI tool stacking.
This is really a philosophy. It's about intentionally layering a few powerful tools together to create one single smooth system. Think of it this way. It's the difference between having 12 random app subscriptions that don't talk to each other and having one smart, cohesive system that actually saves you money and time.
Let's follow a single piece of information on its journey. A designer uploads their raw meeting notes. The system automatically reads them, pulls out the action items, and creates tasks in your project manager. Those tasks then automatically update your procurement tracker. And then at the end of the week, the system pulls all of that new data together to generate a draft of the weekly client update email. It's a beautiful, seamless flow. All right, time for level 3, the run stage. This is where things get really exciting. This is where we go beyond just using tools that other people built, and we start creating our own custom solutions, things that are perfectly tailored to your studio's unique way of working. This is where AI becomes a real competitive advantage. A key idea here is something called AI agents. Now, don't just think chatbot. A chatbot answers a question. An agent gets a job done. It's like having a super smart virtual intern who you can give a multi-step goal to, and it will just go and do it on its own.
Think about the hours you spend on sourcing materials or furniture. You could literally just tell an agent, go find 12 dining chairs that fit the client's brief, pull all their spec sheets, find the pricing and the lead times, and then put everything neatly into a spreadsheet for me. And then it just goes and does it.
And when you're building custom stuff, there are really two main paths. On one side, you have AI coding assistants, which are like a co-pilot for a developer, helping them build things way faster, like a custom budget calculator. On the other side, you have AI app builders, which are amazing because they let people who can't code build simple apps just by describing what they want. And finally, when AI really starts running core parts of your business, you need a way to manage it all. That's where LLM Ops comes in. The simplest way to think about it is like the quality control department for your AI. It's the dashboard that tells you if your AI is actually working, how much it's costing, and if you're getting a good return on your investment.
Basically, you start treating your AI systems just like any other critical part of your business. For instance, you could track which prompts are giving you the best client-facing emails. Once you see a clear winner, you can make that the standard prompt for the whole team, making sure every single client gets that same high-quality communication. And that really brings us to the most important point of this whole thing. After seeing all 10 of these, it can be really tempting to want to try everything at once. But the secret isn't about using all 10. It's about finding the right 3 for your studio's biggest headaches and weaving them together into one powerful, streamlined workflow. So, I want to leave you with this question to think about. Looking back at our crawl, walk, and run levels, which one tool from each of those levels could you combine to create a workflow that would truly, fundamentally transform the way you work? Because that's where the real magic happens.